Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Houston Astros. He's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
To get this one started after this. About to get started here and getting to start, Hunter Brown.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, you know, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well. It's interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north and it's chilly. So hitters have to kind of get through that for the first month and a half, and then everything evens out.
2 up, 2 down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Juan Soto.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. How much did your dress change when it would get cold, or when it would be cold early or late in the season?
Well, early in the season, Boog, I'm taking a top coat, you know, on the road and trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about your uniform. When you played back, you know, way back in the day.
Oh, all right.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that ball is gone. He circles the bases, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Francisco Alvarez digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Alvarez launched a homer in his most recent game. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the second game of the series. Line drive, base hit.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, starting on the mound in this one, Sean Manaea.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. That to right. And out number 1 on the grab. Now we check out the Astros lineup.
Right fielder.
Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws to first in time.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one ripped. Way back there. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So runner at second, 2 down. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And there's a ball.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Alvarez stands at second with 2 gone. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. So the Astros lead 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Dyken Park, new inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. Brown back to work. Brown, a 6'2" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a cutter, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Right-hander kicks, deals. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first, and Winker is set down.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Jose
Siri up now for the Mets, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. He's 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. That's a laser base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
0-1.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. To the right side. Alonso takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Diaz.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
He's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
On the ground, Pena. And one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Pena throws to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now Francisco Alvarez. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 1 so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Chas McCormick. And first offering is fouled off. Manaea winds and deals. Hit on the ground to short. Jump throw on target. He got him. Nice play.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
Jake Myers now at the plate. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Myers leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And it falls. Lead runner around second. Coming home. He'll score. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. And the lead runner holds on at second base.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Grounded out his first time. Line drive. Reaching for it and brings it in.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan.
And next to hit for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. Doubled in his first AB. And a swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical that in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Soto makes the play, and that is the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose.
So digging in, Jose Siri. He's 0 for 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. And that is out of play. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Hit in the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Makes the grab. One down. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Brandon Nimmo.
Liner, call it second.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved the knock. If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Soto at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 4-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Pete Alonso. In the air, right field. Dubon sizing this one up. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Fought off foul. Outside corner, got him looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeremy Pena will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line, reaching down and makes the grab. So they make short work of him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 4 and the Astros 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Brown back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Vientos in his second season, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pena calls it in, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first.
He's out.
And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
2 down, base is empty.
McNeil.
Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. Tap foul at the plate. And now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's going to be
one.
Jesse Winker.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz gathers, throws to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Mets leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. The line to kick the pitch. Now one miss.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
This one in the air. Lindor puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Astros put down in order. Nothing doing there for Houston. And they trail it 4-1.
pitching
We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth.
66.
The new pitcher, Sean Dubin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Jose Siri, 1 for 2. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And it's fouled away. And there's a foul ball. Next one misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it. Fires over to first. Lindor retired.
Now batting. Left fielder, Brandon
Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. Now fly ball to right center. Dubon on the move and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 4 and the Astros 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And there's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
There's the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at-bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Dubon stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one down the line, and foul ball.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a ground ball. Takes it to the bag. That's 1. But no throw to second as they only get the out at first.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Both 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Dubon at second with 2 down. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Duvall headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. That's in there. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one upstairs.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little
2
bit.
balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Alvarez settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. And there's the strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. A little bit low.
That's a ball.
This one popped up. Pena hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Swinging a foul out of play. Other thing in this park, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. That's out to center field. Brings it in. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Down in order go the Mets. But they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mets.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Minter.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading up,
Jeremy Pena digs in
the
now.
shortstop, Jeremy.
And a pitch. Ripped on a line. And it drops in. But a good job to keep it in front.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
At the plate, Yainer Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. The tying run at the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. And just misses with that one. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball. The run comes in to score from second. It's 4-3. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs, runner at first. So now the Astros designated hitter, Chas McCormick. Late swing fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Late swing fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything.
Feeds to second, out there. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian King.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Myers. And he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
2 down, bases empty. And now, Jesse Winker. There's a strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Up the middle. Slings to first, and Winker is set down. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. And it remains a 4-3 game.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Butto.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
The second baseman, Jose
Butto in his second season, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Close, but called a ball. Now 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others, and right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just
14,
disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Dubon in the box now. Takes strike 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Alvarez.
And now here is Yordan Alvarez. Ball 1 there.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
1-1.
And that one in the air, center field. Siri makes the catch for the out. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And that's fouled off.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one drilled left field, down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. That ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. Score holds at 4-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Luis Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. McCullers getting cranked up as well. That one hit to right. Dubon makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Up next for the Mets.
You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Pitch misses, Ball one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Outside low. Now 2-0.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
That one outside, and that's ball 3. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. That's not coming back. His first homer of the year. It's 5-3.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. To the right side. Finds its way through, base hit.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
So up next, Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Not close, and it deflects away. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
One out and a runner at second.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Not close with that one. And the count's even at 2. Got him looking. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And now Pete Alonso. Hit on the ground to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
The batter, the third baseman.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. Going around.
0-1.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Dubon on the move to the alley. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz. A
Now
chance at
pitching
his
for
first
York.
save of the year.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And stepping in for
Leading
the
up
Astros,
for the
Isaac
the
Paredes.
third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
And that one fouled off.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big
The
one for the
batter, number
closer.
3.
You get that punch
Shortstop,
out, you get settled in,
Jeremy.
you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Pena in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Astros down by a pair. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Sliced hard but foul. And that just misses.
Well, that 2-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Fly ball center field. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
So they're down to their final out. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just go absolute.
That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And next to hit for Houston, Chaz
the
McCormick.
designated hitter.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.